Hello, I'm going to show you today LearnDash. It is a learning management system for WordPress. It is my favorite. I've been using it since 2014, and I've been working on a course lately. And so I've done some reevaluation of a lot of WordPress learning management systems or LMSs. And so I wanted to just kind of do a roundup or a walkthrough of some of them. So this is the first video in what should be a series of several walkthroughs of different LMSs. And again, it's for LearnDash. Let me share my screen here. There we go. So LearnDash, they say they're the #1 LMS for WordPress. And again, I've been using it since 2014. It's my favorite. And part of why I like it so much is it's very robust. There's a lot of add-ons for it, a lot of integrations. It works really well with WooCommerce. I'm able to use it to create with WooCommerce and another plugin called FunnelKit. I'm able to create some really nice sales pages and that have upsells and order bumps and all that good stuff. And it's just a really nice plugin. Another thing, when I started working on masters in learning design and technology, which I'm about halfway through now, one of my criteria for the course that I had to work on for one of my classes was adaptive learning, which means that the content of the course is going to change, it's going to change based on the answers to questions in other parts of the course. So if somebody takes a quiz in like a preliminary quiz in the early part of the course, based on their answers in the quiz, they might get different lessons or different sub courses within their educational journey. So that's one of the features that LearnDash with an add-on LearnDash has. So that's part of why I picked it. Couldn't really find that. And I if you know of another LMS, another WordPress LMS that can do that, please let me know. I would love to learn more about that. But that was one of the things that kept me with LearnDash when I started working on that master's degree. So LearnDash, they've got a few products. Let me show you here. They've got their LearnDash LMS plugin that lets you add courses to your WordPress website. They've also got a new MemberDash plugin to help you create a membership site, and the two are integrated. It looks like you do need to buy both of them separately if you want to have the same functionality. But I will say that you can add some sort of basic membership functionality with LearnDash by itself using something called groups within LearnDash. You can create groups and you can sell the groups, and you can sell the groups on a reoccurring subscription basis. So that's something you can do without MemberDash. But the groups only let you gatekeep content that's in courses. So the MemberDash plugin lets you create gated content that's not courses. That's pretty much anything within your WordPress site. Another thing they have is LearnDash Cloud, and that's actually going to be what I'm going to show you for my walkthrough. So LearnDash Cloud is a hosted website loaded with LearnDash. The LearnDash LMS plugin is $199 for one site. So you can see that's going to give you that. And if you wanted to add the Pro Panel, I believe that's $49 a year. Pro Panel gives you some stats and some really good additional information in the dashboard about the students. So it lets you see where the students are in the course. And then the LearnDash Cloud is $299 a year if you do it yearly, although otherwise it's $25 a month. And that includes Pro Panel. It also includes a couple of other really good plugins, Object Cache Pro, iTheme Security Pro, which is something that we use on all of our project websites, all of our client websites that we manage. And the really nice thing with LearnDash Cloud is that it includes hosting, and hosting can cost, you're going to probably spend at least $115, $150 a year, probably at least $150 a year if you're getting WordPress optimized hosting that's halfway decent. You could pay less, but it's probably not going to be the best, and it's probably not going to perform very well with LearnDash. LearnDash is a pretty processor intensive plugin. It's everything that the users are seeing is dynamic. So it's a little harder to do some caching functionality, which can help to keep your WordPress website going faster. So I know I've had my LearnDash website on other hosting providers. I'm not going to name them, but they have had issues supporting the load that I had with my LearnDash site. So just want to throw that out there. So this is a good option, and it's why I'm evaluating it now. Now, what I'm going to show you is a vanilla WordPress, vanilla LearnDash website. And that just means that all I've done is I've gone through and done the sort of setup wizard within LearnDash. So I went through, did the setup. This website does have WooCommerce. And this, by the way, is my LearnDash cloud site. And so you can see this is just one of the built-in Cadence themes. It's Cadence is a WordPress theme, really nice WordPress theme. And this is one of the starter templates that's included when you set up LearnDash using Cadence. So you can see it looks pretty nice. It's got, nice pages here. And these are the courses. It does integrate with LearnDash. So that's pretty nice. So if I click on all courses, that's going to take me to my course page. Actually, yeah, this is going to take me, it should take me to my course page. It didn't for some reason. I think I might have clicked on the wrong thing. Nope, for some reason this button is going to the wrong thing. So let me go to the courses page so I can see everything. And this is what the courses page looks like. Now you can create a courses page that uses something called the course grid. It doesn't look like this site is set up with that. And the course grid is going to show you, it's going to have more information. So it's going to look more like this. So it's going to have this information there. And the course grid, you can have it so that it shows the, actually, let me edit the page and I'll show you, because this is probably using the course grid. And I can show you what options you've got with it. So if you scroll down here, click on that. Now this one's showing the course list, but I believe it's using the course grid plugin. So you can see here, I can show the progress bar. So if I want to show the progress bar for how long I've completed it. And there's some other things that we can do with this. The course grid, let me actually go to the course grid because I think I've got it installed. Let me check. Sorry, I should have checked this before. I'm going to check and see if I have the course grid installed. Is it there? Yep, learn. Okay. So I'm just going to create a new page real quick so I can show this to you. So we're going to call this all courses, and let me see if I can do grid, LearnDash course grid. There we go. So you can see this looks a little bit nicer. It gives a little bit more detail, and you've got a few different cards, a few different layouts that you can use here. We can see it's got a few different skins that you can use. Oops. There we go. So I'm just going to do grid, and I like the first one, grid 1. And you can also say what elements you want to show. So we've got all these. And you can change some of the styles. So I'm going to do equal grid height, for example. Now you can see they're all equal there. All right. So this is what you could have your course grid look like. And you can also, you can see if I go to the filter, I can filter which courses are going to show up in there if I wanted to. So I can filter by price and all that good stuff. So anyway, so back to the course website. If I take a look at one of the courses, so let me go back to test site. And we can see here, building an SEO foundation. I'm going to click on continue study. This is what the main screen looks like. Looks pretty nice. It's got, and the way that it looks is going to depend on the theme that you're using. So different themes are going to have different layouts for the individual courses. You can see that you can have materials there. This one, I don't think it has any materials, but you can add your materials there. It's going to show you your progress there as well. Now I'm going to go back into my dashboard because I want to show you the back end of the courses. So if I go to LearnDash LMS menu over here and then go to courses, there's that building an SEO foundation. I can see right now that the price type is set to recurring. So that means that if somebody signs up for it, they would get a subscription to it, and it would just whatever the settings are for it. So if I go into my settings for that course, let me go in there. So you can see it's reoccurring, and the course price is currently $299 per year. How that gets paid is going to depend on, well, for this one, if you set up to do recurring, it's going to be paid through the LearnDash built-in. You can see the LearnDash built-in PayPal or Stripe. If you wanted to use WooCommerce or MemberPress or something like that, instead of having this set to reoccurring, you would set it to closed, and then you would have the link be to the pay now or buy now or add to cart or whatever, or the landing page, whatever URL you would use to buy the course. And then you can use WooCommerce plus subscriptions and memberships to give access to that course. So that's something that you could do. Now, oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. So another thing I want to show you with this particular course is the builder. And right now there are no lessons in this course. So let me just add a couple. I'm going to add a new lesson. So we're just going to keep it simple. Lesson 1. So you can add lessons to it. This is a drag and drop builder, which is really nice. You can change the order. So if you're working on your course and you decide, you know what, lesson 1 should really be lesson 2. Lesson 2 should really be lesson 1. You can change the order pretty easily. You can drag them up and down, change that order. Another thing you can do with the lessons is you can add topics, and you can also add quizzes to each lesson. So, and you can add more than one quiz if you wanted to. So if I wanted to, I could add a topic. So this is going to be topic 1 and topic 2. There we go. And then I can add a quiz. All right, so you go through, you can build out your course. You can sort of use this, if you have your outline already written, you can go through and build it out using that. And then you would go through and edit the individual topics and lessons. So you would add the content to the individual topics and lessons, which I'll show you in just a minute. Another thing you can do is add a final quiz. So if you wanted to just do like a skill check or a knowledge check at the very end of the course to make sure that people understand everything that they've learned, you could do a final quiz there. And this is really good if you're doing like a certification or something like that. You're giving them a certificate at the end, then you probably want to give them some sort of final quiz to make sure that they've actually gone through and done everything and understand everything and didn't just click through and watch the videos. So I'm going to click on update real quick. And I'm going to go to the settings, show you a couple more settings here. So you can have a course start date. So you can start the course on a certain date and have it end on a certain date, make it so that the content is only available between that date and time. You can limit how many students can take the course. So if you want to have limited enrollment, you can do that. If you saw earlier, I had the course materials. There was a course materials tab. This is going to get displayed on the main course page. And then this is something that I really like, is the course certificate. So if you wanted to, I don't have any certificates created right now, but you can give a printable certificate or a digital certificate that when somebody finishes the course and meets whatever criteria you've got, then they can get that certificate. You can also create a challenge exam. So if you want to let users complete an exam to get credit for the course. So again, if you're creating like a certification program and they have to complete course A, B, and C in order to be certified, then you could create a challenge exam to sort of test out of a course. All right. And you can see lots of other options here. You can assign users manually if you want to. And then this is how it's going to show up in that LearnDash course that I showed you earlier. Now you can do drip with the content. So I'm just going to make sure I've clicked update. I don't think I've made any other changes. But now I'm going to go into the builder and I need to edit the individual content. So in order to do the drip, you've got to do it that way. So I've got lesson 1. I'm going to click on edit for lesson 1. And that's going to take me into the lesson 1 editor. Go to settings. Really cool thing that you've got here. Again, you can turn on materials for the individual lessons if you wanted to. You can also turn on video progression, which means if you put in the URL to a video on Vimeo or YouTube or whatever, then what this will do is it won't finish the lesson or topic if you're applying it to that unless they've watched the entire video. So that's kind of a neat feature. You can have it so that it auto starts, and you get some other options here. And so we can see here that the lesson release schedule, this is where you set up drip. So by default, it's going to be set to immediately. You can also do enrollment based. So if you're doing a drip based course where users should get this lesson 1 week after they've enrolled, then you could set this to 7 days. Or if you wanted to have it on a specific date. So if everybody, if you're doing like a course where everybody gets the lesson on the same day, then you can set that as well. And you can also do this with the individual topics. So I'm just going to let that be immediately. But let me add a little bit of content to this lesson and update that. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if I go to the Building an SEO Foundation, before it didn't let me do anything because I didn't have any lessons or topics in there. So if I go back to Building an SEO Foundation, we can see now that I can go into the lessons because I'm already enrolled. So if I wasn't enrolled, these, well, depending on the settings, these might not be clickable. So if I go into lesson 1, again, you can see now it's going to show me I've got topic 1, topic 2, and quiz. And depending on the settings that I've got, you can make it so that users have to finish a lesson. They've got to watch the video and everything before they can move on to the next lesson. And they have to mark things complete if you don't have the video progression turned on. So this is the whole lesson. That's lesson 2. Let me go back to the previous lesson. And then you can also go into the individual topics. And you can page through. I don't have any content in these, but you can page through each of the topics and mark each one as complete. And depending on the settings, again, you might need to mark lessons, or you might need to mark topics as complete in order to progress on to the next lesson. But if I go back to my course here, when I expand this, you can also click on them individually from there. All right, so that is what it looks like for a user. I've shown you a little bit about what it looks like for a course creator, a course editor. I'm only showing the basics in this, but I do want to show you, if I go back into my dashboard and I go to add-ons, there are lots of add-ons available for LearnDash. These are the add-ons available from within LearnDash. These are the ones that are available from the LearnDash developers. So you can see that you can do badges and points. One that I use a lot, I've already got it enabled, I think, is the WooCommerce for LearnDash, because I hook them up together. You can see I've got Pro Panel is already activated and enabled. The certificate's already activated and enabled. That was all stuff that I turned on as I was setting it up. And then you can see there's other ones. So I've got this on another website. I've got the events calendar. I do live courses sometimes. And so I have them scheduled so the tickets are available for the live course for the event. And so people are purchasing that particular event, and then it's integrated with LearnDash. So another neat thing that we've got there. You can also integrate it with bbPress. I don't think the BuddyBoss integration is in here, but bbPress is it's a forum plugin. It's free. And I think BuddyPress, let me see if BuddyPress is on here as well. I don't see it. Going through it kind of quickly, but BuddyPress is another one. BuddyPress is sort of a community plugin. So if you wanted to have a community in your WordPress website and you wanted to integrate that with your LearnDash, you can do that. But you can see here, you've got the bbPress integration. It does also integrate with MemberPress. So if you're using MemberPress for your membership, you can sell individual courses and groups from MemberPress, which is really nice. Another thing to note is it does integrate with ThriveCart. So if you're already using ThriveCart for your sales pages, you can do order bumps and everything with that. So it will integrate. So if you sell something through ThriveCart, you can give access to a LearnDash course or a group from ThriveCart or groups. And also it does integrate with Zapier. So you can create zaps so that you can have all kinds of things happen. And this might be useful if you wanted to have your email provider, your marketing emails integrated with LearnDash. So according to the LearnDash website, there are third-party plugins to integrate with things like ConvertKit and ActiveCampaign and other third-party mailing list email marketing providers. But when you click on the link to go to them, the link doesn't work anymore. So I don't know if they just stopped doing that or what. There might be another one. Now, another thing I want to point out, if you go to plugins, add new, if you search for plugins, if you search for LearnDash, there are quite a few free LearnDash plugins available in the WordPress plugin repository. Uncanny Toolkit's got some really great ones. This is their free plugin. Lots of really cool features. Let me just show you. So you can do like front end login. You can hide the admin bar, resume button, and things like that. And then they have a pro edition that has a lot of really cool features. I've got this installed on some of my LearnDash sites, but it's really very, very useful. So definitely worth taking a look. And you can see there's many other ones. If you're doing things like if you're working with Elementor, for example, there are plugins that will work between Elementor and LearnDash. You can see lots of other ones. Another plugin that I like to use is there's a thing called GamerPress. I think I'm saying it right. You can add some gamification to your LearnDash website. So you would install GamerPress, and then there's a LearnDash extension for GamerPress that you can install. Actually, I think it's under the add-ons that you can add it, because I think it's one that's built in. Let me see. It may not be there. I have it on my account, so I can download it from my account and use it. But yeah, so there's lots of other. Let me see if it's under premium add-ons. Nope, it's not. And you can see these are some of the other ones. Buddy Boss, by the way, Buddy Boss it's a theme, and it's a theme and a platform. So it's a theme and a plugin. And the plugin is what's called a merge of BBPress and Buddy Boss. So it took those two plugins and merged the functionality in them together, and then forked it into a new plugin, which is very technical, but you don't need to worry too much about it. But it's really robust. It's not free though. It's I want to say it's like $200 and something a year, but you can create some really cool. If you're going to be creating a community for your WordPress website with your learning website, then it might be something to take a look at. Make some really nice sites. My website, Success Academy, is using Buddy Boss. Another one to check out is WP Fusion. You can also do WP Fusion lets you connect. It lets you tag users in your email marketing platform. So I use it within my website, Success Academy. So if a student finishes a course, then I put a certain tag in my CRM, or if they sign up for a specific course, or they opt into a specific thing, then they get a different tag on the CRM using WP Fusion. So you can see lots of really cool features there. So LearnDash, there is a little bit of a learning curve with it, but as you saw when I was going through the courses, not super hard. You just create the course builder. You just create your outline in there and then go through and add your content. Quizzes are a little bit complicated to create. I'm not going to go through all of that, but you can create challenge exams and everything. So yeah, so this isn't a super detailed walkthrough, but I did want to sort of touch on the main concepts there. So if you have any questions, you want to look at a particular setting or anything, then let me know in the comments. If you want to know more information about a particular thing, I'm happy to share it. And the next LMS that I'm going to walk through is MemberPress courses. MemberPress is a membership plugin. It's my favorite membership plugin. So if I'm setting up a membership site, that's typically the one I'm going to use. If it's not necessarily a course membership site, that's what I'll use instead of LearnDash. But it does have an LMS built into it, or it's a extension that's part of the MemberPress plugin that you purchase. I think it's for all levels of the plugin. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll do that one next. So I hope you found this useful. Again, ask any questions if you have them, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.